That's all I gotta do for a fucking do-over? You don't think you can get O.J. Simpson to suck your dick to let him out of jail? Shoot. Take him back to that moment in Brentwood with the knife. He would suck your dick like a champion! That's what you do for a goddamn do-over. You're not gonna get it for free. I'm not gay. That's why it's worth something. That's your currency. Your currency is that you're not gay. If you're gay, you suck his dick for nothing. You're crazy. You're a freak. You know what to do, man. Suck his dick and time travel! That would be my advice. It should be a t-shirt. You'd have to be really sure he has a time machine first. Fucking sure. Can't be some Chris Angel shit, son. You need to bring me back a dinosaur. Last thing you want to hear after you suck a dude's dick is him laughing. Some shit right there, man. Float up in the sink and you just hear the bathroom. Come on, man. You knew I didn't have a time machine, right? It was a game, right? That's what you do. You take responsibility away from yourself. This is your game. I mean, don't cry. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Hey, I'm only fucking around. I'm sorry. I'm only fucking around. That was very insensitive of me. Look at, I have a time machine, and you're good. You're good. You don't have to worry about nothing, man. I'm sorry. I was joking around. I was insensitive. I feel terrible. I should have done it. You're right. I should have done it. I'm gonna make it up to you, okay? Suck it one more time and you can fly. Sounds ridiculous, but if you put that ad in Craigslist, I guarantee you at least one time a day, someone would call you and go, how's this work? It's simple, suck my dick, plus time travel, or fly. Just get over it, suck my dick, shut up. I did that joke in LA and a guy came up to me afterwards and goes, that's kind of funny, but time travel's impossible? He was telling me, like, to let me know I need to stop doing that joke. He's like, time travel's impossible. I go, what the fuck? Is it really? You sure? Is it gonna be impossible in a minute? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you on the cusp of science, you little faggot? What are you talking about? Who are you to talk to me about this? Nobody knows what is impossible. It's nonsense. You can't say impossible because everything used to be impossible. Everything that exists today is fucking witchcraft 200 years ago. 200 years ago, when you wanted to call somebody, there's no fucking phones! If you want to picture someone, you had to draw it. If you wanted to get around, you had to ride a fucking horse, all right? Nothing will be impossible forever. One day, someone's going to come up with something that is everything. It's impossible to avoid. Don't think that they're gonna just fucking stop because a time machine might be dangerous. Ooh, what if we do it and it fucks everything up? Well, that was this guy's argument. He's like, it's called the grandfather paradox, man. You can have a time machine because if you did, you could go back in time and kill your grandfather before your father was ever conceived. And thus, you could have never existed to make a time machine. And I'm like, what kind of an asshole wants to kill his grandpa? That's like the real name for the paradox. All the creepy shit you could do with a time machine. Kill grandpa? Grandpa took me fishing. He was a great guy. I would call my paradox the go back to high school and fuck everyone paradox. That's how I would block that shit. I'm not gonna kill grandpa, but I'll fuck some 18-year-olds who don't know what's up.
Yeah.
I'll just go straight Prince Purple Rain on those hookers. Dark clothes and write poetry. They don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Cheap moves. I would do that. I wouldn't kill grandpa. I might show up while Hitler's taking a shit and punch him right in the dick. Back to the future. He doesn't even know what happened. He's screaming. Guards come in, guns. There's no one in here. Maybe he's going crazy. I would do that with a time machine.
Yes.
Time machine can fuck up everything, man. That's why it'll never exist. No, that's probably why it's gonna exist. That's probably what we're here for. people are crazy little button-pushing monkeys. We want to see what happens. There's a lot of evidence that we aren't always exactly sure of what's going to happen before we do shit. Like atomic bombs. You know when they made the first atomic bomb, there was a real concern among scientists that it was going to cause a chain reaction that was going to eat up the entire atmosphere of the Earth. Yeah, you know what they did? They said, fuck it, let's see. You watch those old videos? There's old videos of the atomic test from the military, and they would have these dudes hiding in a ditch. And they would blow off an atomic bomb. And then after the fucking cows and shit flew overhead, they'd jump out, put their Ray-Bans on, and run towards the blast. Yeah, those guys are dead as fuck. They don't always know what they're doing, man. There's a lot of guesswork. I think that might be what we do. It might be uncomfortable for us to think like this. But I think people might be in charge of blowing up the fucking universe. It might be why we're so curious. Look, there's a real theory called the Big Bang Theory that most of you know. And this theory is how the universe was created. Because apparently, those super smart dudes have figured out that 14 billion years ago, the entire universe was smaller than the head of a pin. But something happened and it exploded and created everything we see in the sky. I think 14 billion years ago, there were some scientists. And they were probably autistic, and they were on anti-anxiety medication, and nobody touched them ever. And they made a Big Bang machine. They sat around, they looked at it, one guy went, I'll fucking press it. He hit that thing. The whole thing just went, yep. Big 4th of July finale, and that's why I want an iPad 2 with that front-facing camera. I want to keep this party rolling.
Yeah!
Of course, I was high as fuck when I thought that up, so that might not be right. I'll just make that disclaimer. Marijuana's not always correct, but it is sometimes.
Yeah!
Sometimes it's horribly incorrect. Sometimes I write shit down when I'm high and I get mad at myself. Like I wrote this down when I was high. A unicorn is a donkey from the future. I don't even like me. Myself, man. This is some stupid shit. People are so paranoid about weed that they have cops pretending to be high school kids infiltrating high schools in Florida and busting kids for weed. You fucking read about this shit on the internet? Is that the most ridiculous low-hanging fruit ever for your fucking taxpayer dollar? We're gonna stop teenagers from being sleepy? Oh, they're hungry. Let's fucking arrest them. What are they, giggling? Lock them in a fucking cage. And what a mindfuck it must have been to those poor stoner high school kids. You want to talk about people thinking you're paranoid? You sit there one going, dude, I think Billy's a cop. You're fucking crazy high, dude. Down is up and up is down. Wrong, man. Leave kids alone. In this age of intelligent design and technology, kids are allowed to do shit they shouldn't be allowed to do. Like take pictures of their pussy and send it to classmates. That's a real issue now in school. They're calling it child pornography. They arrested a 15-year-old girl recently for child pornography, for taking pictures of her pussy and sending it to her friends. What I call that is a bonus student. It's not child pornography. That's just to let you know there's a broad spectrum of human behavior. And if you meet that girl at age 14, good for you. You need to know that they're out there, okay? If you're a fucking cop and you arrest some 14-year-old freak, what kind of a bitch-ass law enforcement officer are you? What kind of laws are you fucking following, sir? Don't tell me about the law! Most laws are retarded, and this is how you can prove it. The only laws that are good are laws that you can see Clint Eastwood enforcing. Those are the only ones that are real. So you ever see Clint Eastwood showing up at a high school with a gun? Let me see those pictures of your pussy on your phone. Get in the cage! Kids are getting high and taking pictures of their pussy. It's the Armageddon! This was written about in the Mayan scriptures. one more asshole talks to me about 2012, I'm kicking him in the balls. What happened to you 2000, huh? What, you moved your goalposts?